Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. Today, I'm actually going to make a different video than what I usually do. A lot of my videos are talking about a particular stock or letting you know stocks that I like and that I'm currently investing in or continuing to DCA for long term. Now, I am a long-term investor. I have been investing long-term for over 10 years, so a long time. But last year, I decided, hey, I want to focus on making money in the market short term as well. So doing both things. I'm not cutting out long-term investing. I'm going to continue to do that, but I want to do short term, right? And when I do short-term investing and I get a win, I take some of my win and I take that money and I continue to add it to my long-term investing because what I'm looking to do is build wealth. And hopefully that's what you want to do. So if you're making money in the market short term, take some of those profits and put it into your long-term investments and let your let your money work for you and continue to grow and build wealth. Now, I can't tell you what to do. That's just what I'm going to be doing. That's my opinion. I can't tell anyone what to buy, hold, or sell. I'm not a financial advisor, so I like to make everyone aware of that. Also, I like to be honest and transparent, right? There's a lot of people on Instagram, YouTube, you name it, and they're just showing you big wins, but they're not telling you a lot of times beforehand, hey, I'm thinking about getting into this play. Well, what I'm going to be doing on my channel, and if you like to follow along, if you want to know my short-term plays, I'm going to be sharing them with you in some of my videos. I will continue to talk about particular stocks, the ones that I like and the ones I'm investing long-term, but I'll share some of my plays and you can see if they worked out or not. Now, it is going to depend when you're watching the video because some of these videos maybe a little bit older. And when I made the video, I was doing the play at that time. So if you watch an older video that's 6 months old, that play might have worked out for me, may have not. But if you're looking at a 6 month old video and it was something I was planning to do the next day, because I've gotten comments before like, hey, that didn't go that, hey, check the date when I pumped out that video because that's gonna obviously matter with how that play went. But yeah, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna let you know what I'm thinking I'm gonna be doing the next day or the next week, right? When it comes to least the options. And what I'm looking to do is have more wins and losses. Nobody gets it 100% of the time right. But what I do try to do is when I do have a loss is learn from it and continue to improve. But the goal is to have more wins and losses. In 2025 short-term trading, I was able to have more wins and losses. And so far, this for 2026, I'm doing that. Now, I will say 2026, it's a little bit harder for short-term trading than it was for 2025. And that's why I've been focusing more on options and I'm scalping, meaning I'm looking to get in and out within the same day. Now, usually what I'll do, if I have a chance, because I don't short-term trade every day because I don't have the time, right? We all have busy lives. So a lot of us, we're gonna have that in common. You got a 9 to 5, you got kids, you got a lot going on. So you may not be able to sit in front of a computer and focus Monday through Friday when the market's open. So I don't do it every day. I try to short-term trade 2 to 3 times in the week. So it's not a thing that I'm doing 5 days because I just don't have the time. Hopefully in the future, one day I can have the time to do it more. But right now, sorry about that. I'm just looking to do it. So far, what I've been doing is just 2 to 3 times a week, right? And I just do it for a little bit in the morning because again, later in the day, I got things to do. So I can't just sit from 9:30 to 4. So I'm looking pretty much to when I do get an opportunity to sit in front of the computer, it's just something I'm looking to look at for 2 hours, right? But that's not all that goes into it. I know a lot of people, oh, I'm just trading for 2 hours. No, I'm spending time doing research before the market opens. That takes time that people don't talk about. I'm looking for stocks to get into for the next day. So that takes a lot of time, to be honest with you. And I'm looking at the news because right now this market is affected with the news. It always has been, but right now with everything that's going on, you never know when a tweet's going to come out. You never know when breaking news is going to come out. You never know when an article is going to come out by Iran, and it's gonna impact the stock market either positive or negative, right? So I look at the news, I read the news, I'm staying on top of the news because it is going to impact and can affect the play. So I spend a lot of time doing that. I look for opportunities on TradingView on the charts where I think a stock could go up or down, and that's one of the things I think is pretty awesome when it comes to options. You can make money when the market's going down. You can make money when a stock is going down, right? You can only do that with options. And sometimes the market is pulling back. And when that does happen, you still want to make money. right? So that's what I do. I've been doing options because sometimes I'll put a put when it goes down, sometimes I'll put a call when it goes up. And there's been times where I made a lot of money doing that, and there's a lot of times where I don't make that much, but I make a little bit, and little wins add up, right? Especially in a week, you get a couple little wins, and the next week, but sometimes you are going to have your losses. You want to make sure you're using your stop loss. And the reason for that, you want to protect your capital because your capital is what's going to help you do trades. It's what's going to help you do calls and puts. It's the money that you have to work with to try to increase it. So you really got to protect it. And one thing I would do is, putting in a stop loss. And sometimes you're going to make a call, even though you looked at the charts, you looked at the technicals, and you may get it wrong, or something happens, like, a news article, a tweet, and it's just messes you up. The important thing is getting out and not blowing up your account when that happens, and just saying, hey, I live to trade another day. And that's a good thing, right? And don't revenge trade. If you wake up in a day, a morning, and you're trading and it's not going well for you, don't go try to do a million trades to try and make up that money. Sometimes you just got to close the laptop. It's not your day, and you got to leave it for another day, right? That's the important thing. Protect your capital. But yeah, what I'll be doing tomorrow, before the market opens, I'm going to be looking at the news. You can use AI if you want for this, Chat GPT. You can say, hey, how's the markets looking before the market opens? And all the information pretty much will come out, letting you know the market's looking down, it's looking up, and it'll give you the reasons why. So you can go ahead and get that pretty quickly doing that. And then what I do, I look for a couple stocks that I want to trade. And when I do that, I put it on my trading view. So I'll have, let's say, Meta, Palantir, and Amazon, for example. And the first 15 minutes, I like to see what the market's going to do. So I don't jump in right at 9:30, especially if you're not like a super experienced trader. I wouldn't jump in right at 9:30 because you can get faked out. So kind of to prevent that, I wait 15 minutes. Some people recommend waiting 30 minutes. There's no right or wrong. Hey, whatever you think, but you want to avoid that fake out. Then what I do is I draw my levels for that particular stock I'm looking at. And the stocks change. I just use Meta, Palantir, and Amazon as an example. But I look for some stocks the day before that I may want to get into for an options. And I don't do all three. I just look at each one to see which one gives me an opportunity to get in. I'll draw my levels and I'll look at the candles to see if it breaks through my level towards the up or down. I'll look at the volume, I'll look at the RSI, I look at other technicals on the chart, and then what I'll do, depending on what I'm seeing on trading view, I'll get in, right? And if it goes in my direction, I don't get greedy. I get in and out within the same day. I'm not really trying to hold anything overnight with how things are currently are right now in the market. But that's how I do it with the short-term trading. I'm scalping. I'm looking to get in and out. Kind of gave you a little overview of what I'm doing. And you may be wondering, what are some of the stocks I may be looking at for Monday? I look at the Qs. I may look at the SPY. Tomorrow, I may be looking at Palantir, right? I may be doing a call. I may be doing a put. What's really going to help me is when I see what's going on in the market the day before, and then what trading view shows me on the chart. But I did say I would give you a stock in the future, sure, that I may be doing a play in the future, which will be tomorrow, Monday, making this video Sunday. I'm probably going to be looking at Tesla, okay? Probably will look at Palantir and Meta. Right. And it may change. And sometimes I'll do the SPY or the Qs, but those are definitely Tesla I'm going to have on my trading view. And depending on how it's going, I'm not sure if Tesla's going to go up and down. Right. I'm a little bearish on it. But if I see an opportunity to the upside, I might do an upside. But right now I'm a little bearish on Tesla. So I'm looking more at it as a put. Palantir, we're getting a lot of news on it that could affect it. So I've been kind of bullish on it, the 125 on it. I think if you get in at 125, there could be an opportunity for a bounce there and you can make some money on a call. So I'm going to keep an eye on it to see, but you have to be careful because it could continue to go further down. Some people are predicting that. So basically, I'm letting you know some of the stocks I'm going to be looking at, kind of gave you a little bit what I do on TradingView. My prediction right now, Meta, it could go up or down. I've been bearish on it, but I'm going to look at it. So that's a little bit of my prediction in the future. I didn't go that in depth on it. Some videos I will, but I haven't since Friday. I haven't really looked at the market. Kind of took a break this weekend. But yeah, there are going to be future videos where I'll be giving future predictions more clearly, right? But again, I'm not a financial advisor, so it's just be my opinion. I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. And investing carries risk. Just be aware that you can lose all your money, especially when it comes to options. But if you want to stay tuned with my short-term plays that I'll be sharing in some videos, if you want to know stocks that I like and the ones that I'm investing in long term, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, leave me some comments down below. Are you bullish? Are you bearish for this market? I love to know what my viewers are thinking. Don't forget to smash the like button. Also, check out the description box. I got a useful link in there for those of you that may want to learn a little bit more about the charts. Hey, I'm still learning when it comes to the charts. I'm just trying to improve every day. So go ahead, check out the description box. Don't feel bad for getting tools. That's what you want to do is get tools that can help you learn so you can become a better trader. So definitely check out that link. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.